With the departure of the ARC Plus rally, the ARC2023 rally was in full swing. So on Monday, the 6th of November, we checked in at the ARC office, leaving with a variety of items, including our rally yacht number, our rally flag, and our tickets to all the events we wanted to attend, as well as tickets for those Justine and Paul needed to attend once they arrived. By Thursday, the 9th of November, we had attended the ARC seminars we wanted to attend, and preparation tasks for our departure were underway, including checking all the head torches, completing our water and fuel management calculations, creating our deck and fuel consumption logs, and of course, the all-important task of checking our toilet paper stock to ensure we had enough for the passage, much to the amusement of Justine and Paul when they were asked how many toilet rolls they use per day. The devil is in the detail as always. That evening, we made our way to the first of many ARC sundowner get-togethers and enjoyed meeting some of the other cruisers, although rain interrupted play. The following day, we were up early with the alarm to enjoy some R&R, well, sort of. We were attending the ARC Foresta outing, managed by the Foresta Reforestation Project, and by 9 o'clock, we were on the coach heading inland and up into the mountains, leaving the city behind, and surprised to discover how lush the interior of Gran Canaria was. After arriving at our destination, a rather steep walk up the mountainside got us to a rest stop, where refreshments were served before we all received an explanation on the project and what our involvement would be for the morning. We were essentially helping to right a wrong by assisting in the reforestation of the cloud forests. Today is Friday the 10th of November, and we're out on an ARC outing to go and plant trees. So I believe we have about a 25-minute walk first, and then we'll get to plant our tree. Before humans arrived on Gran Canaria, most of the island was covered in over 100,000 hectares of forest. Only the coastal strip and the highest point of the island were free of trees. While the original inhabitants cleared some forest for agriculture, it wasn't until the Spanish arrived that wholesale deforestation started. Lowland forests were cleared for farmland, and pine forests were turned into charcoal for fuel, and vast areas of the forest were chopped down to fuel the island's sugarcane mills, thus destroying the historic indigenous woodlands and the native cloud forest ecosystem needed to produce fresh water and prevent soil erosion on the island, the latter only discovered in later years. The Foresta Reforestation Project is rectifying the problem, and working with this non-profit organization ensures that the trees are planted where they are most needed and that only endemic species best suited to the climate are planted.
We made two groups, if you want, one group with me and the second group with George, that explain better.
Very good for this I take it, because normally this part is area, the leaves, and this part is where the soil, the food, the roots. It's very important to dip very well this part, okay? Yeah, around 2 fingers up to soil, yes, because if the sun dries it, exactly, the plant dies. So it's very important. So we are working in couples of 3 persons or 4, you prefer. One of them put in the middle of the hole, and the rest with all the soil put in the whole hole. If you put if you make like a mountain, is bad. Okay, you need all the hole. With your hands, a little bit. When the grass starts to grow up, you know where is the plant because it's blue, so it's important to use. With scissors, you see, we start to cut in this part. One, little bit, one.
All these trees are Monteverde or wet
in the middle, make one. So we have 4.
Okay.
Now you take it from there and change the position because make better the way of this. Okay. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So we work to English. Perfect. Now we need this stick. We have to put 2. We don't need scissors. We start from here. 1, 2, 3, and the last, and for here. Okay, one of this position and the other side, the other. And put this stick in one side, another side. Okay, take the net and the fork, open, and now we complete it here. Or we are going to put water. It's not the rain or the water is not down. Not from here, just close to the soil and to the earth. 1. And 2.
After receiving our instructions on the proper way to plant the trees, we all chose our holes and started planting, making for a fabulous morning, stopping only to admire the spectacular views. Before long, all of the 150 plus trees available had been planted, less than the 200 we thought we would be planting, but we had met our objective, much to the delight of everyone. So, we're all planting trees. And
The biggest tree to give them the smallest net.
here's our tree. Roy's just putting the finishing touches on it.
How do we get this tree here?
That I don't know. Better ask for help on that one. And we're doing the final touches here to our tree, making a little well for it to keep its water, and then we're going to put 2 buckets of water on it. Hopefully it grows and thrives. And here we add in the water.
I want to make sure I grab a picture.
There's the first bucket. There's the second one. There we go. 1 tree done. Woohoo!
Voila.
Voila! Planting on this side as well. And as you can see, there's plenty of holes and plenty of trees. They wanted us to try and plant 200 trees today, or this morning. But they've asked us to plant 1 the right way rather than 10 the wrong way, which is understandable. Before returning to the rest stop for a light picnic lunch, we enjoyed the views out towards Tenerife and beyond. So we finished planting our trees, planted 4 of them between the 2 of us. Team effort, and we've just come to look northwards. And as we come round, right into the distance with the highest peak is Tenerife. This is the first plantation that the World Arc has done. You can see the trees all with their little blue plastic sleeves on, and there's another one on the other side of the mountain, but we were planting in this plantation today. Beautiful views, and after all our tree planting, we're all having a picnic. It's a beautiful view. Job well done. Fortunately, I didn't have to walk back down the mountain after myself and another cruiser were offered a ride back to the bus, thankfully, as I was definitely huffing and puffing getting up the mountain, but I was delighted nonetheless to have made it and had participated in this wonderful undertaking, an undertaking that the World Cruising Club and ARC participants have seen 3,800 trees planted over 14 years, 4 of which we planted today. Up to 20,000 hectares of Gran Canaria is forested again, but at just 20% of the original tree cover, there's a long way to go to restore the forests to their former glory, but at least the work is in progress to do so. Our day was sealed with the welcome drinks outing, following which another fun evening ensued.
That are hidden away in the office. That's me, Isaac, Susanna, our ops director, and where is he? There he is. Alvaro, our liaison between World Cruising and the Canaries, our Mr. Fix-It. They're huge support and we couldn't do it without him. The check-in team, again, I'm sure you've all met, Suede, Cecilia and Bev. The media team, they have their own office, they're there, but they're also running around the pontoons and doing all sorts of things. They're communicating to you. They're communicating everything that's going on here to the world. They're run by Rachel, and then we have Michelle, and there's also a couple of Jeremy, as I'm sure you all know, and Dan. So thanks to the media team. They're the ones that make sure you have all the right equipment on the boat. They are the safety inspectors. We have Matt, Andy, Will, Mark, Wilhelm, and of course, their leader, Roger. And before I finish, there's just one more point to make out. This year we have some very special guests visiting the event, and they've come all the way, not from St Lucia, but from the UK, because they are St Lucian expats living in the UK. They've taken the opportunity to come over here, see a bit more about the rally, see how it all works, and I hope take an opportunity to see a bit of the city and the island. And they are being looked after this year by a very experienced yellow shirt, Claire down there at the front.
Our day ended with news that the crew of Lost Abbey and the rest of the ARC Plus participants had arrived safely in Cape Verde. So today is Sunday, the 12th of November. It's the opening ceremony for ARC2023, and we have everybody gathering here for the parade, and I'm just going to go off to find Roy, who is our flag bearer for the Irish flag. And here's some more of the parade, the band that's going to be playing. Apparently there's a band to the front and a band to the rear.
Can you all hear me? Sorry, can you all hear me?
Yes.
Right, so what happens with this parade, we call the countries over one at a time to collect your flag. You take your flag to the number which is on the flagpole, and you'll see there's chalk numbers on the roadway all the way around to 33. So when you see your country flag, you can join your compadres in the area on that number. When we get to the other end of the parade, you stand next to a stainless steel flag post, which is very big, which also has the same number and the same country flag on it. At that point, we remove the flag from the wooden stick and tie it onto the lanyards on the flagpole. There is a trick to the flagpole. Halfway up you'll see a little eye. Don't tie the flag on that piece of string, tie it on the other one so it goes all the way to the top. Belgium, Belgica and Brazil.
Do we have a Canadian flag carrier? We need Spain and Estados Unidos America, the United States of America. Estonia please, and Finland. We need France, Francia, and the Netherlands, Hollanda. France and Holland please. Hungary, Ireland, and Italy, please. We need Japan, Malta, and Noruega, Norway.
So everybody's hi. Everybody's getting behind their country flag, finding their numbers, which are painted on the tarmac, and we should be off shortly. The line behind us, and the order of the flags is in the Spanish spelling order. So you've got United Kingdom, which is the bulk of the flag of the participants at the back, and then Switzerland. Looks like we're off. Okay, here we go. Woohoo! Got a few more Irishmen with us, walking with the Irish flag. Okay, so we've reached the area where the end of the parade is, and Roy's about to hoist the Irish flag up the flagpole. So here's everybody, the rest of the teams getting their flags together. There you go. You can see there's a pretty big crowd here. I think they said there's something like 700 participants with all the crews on all the boats. 161 boats, I believe. So yeah, it's a big crowd. So Roy's got it attached, and we're just waiting to see when we raise it. I think everybody raises them together. Of course, you can't see the band, but you can definitely hear them. It's up at the back here. See the crowd in their yellow shirts. Oh, they're coming round. Their flags on the pole,
And before we start, I would just like to thank the bands for creating such a wonderful atmosphere. The Banda Guiniguada, and of course, the Batucada Samba Isleña. We hope you're enjoying the program of activities in Las Palmas de Gran Canaria so far. In the days ahead, the program continues, organised in conjunction with the Tourist Board of Gran Canaria and the Ayuntamiento de Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, and supported by the Port Authority, represented here today by Juan Francisco Martín. This event would not happen without the support of so many people who all hope to help your preparations for next Sunday's departure go as smoothly as possible, ensuring you sail away happily from your time here in Gran Canaria. I hope your crossing will be safe and enjoyable experience for you all, and I can guarantee that on the other side of the Atlantic, on the island of St. Lucia, a very warm Caribbean awaits you. With that, I would like to symbolise the opening of ARC2023 by raising of the 13 national flags representing the countries taking part in the 38th edition of the Atlantic Rally for Cruisers. ARC2023 has now begun. Flag bearers, please raise your flags.
So there's 30 different nationalities here with their flags. Take this way, the Irish flag, and back down this way. So I think that's it. Open ceremony concluded. So everybody's dispersing, but the band is still giving us a tune. So, here's all the flags. Irish flag flying high. Justine and Paul arrived later in the day, bringing with them our yellow brick tracker, my latest prescription glasses, additional antibacterial hand wipes, since none could be found in Gran Canaria, and the replacement struts we needed for the anchor lockers, much to our delight. Once they were settled, a delicious dinner at the Pier 19 restaurant brought a memorable but emotional day to a close. It was hard to believe we were about to undertake the last leg of our circumnavigation, with friends who were aboard Paw Paw when we did our very first passage to Bonaire in 2014.